खै पुरै नि हो पुरै ओह्रालो झरिँदैछ है केटा हो यार केपमा मार्ने रहेछ यार पैसा तिरेर कोइला खाने गए जस्तै हो यो त खै पुरै छ नि त अनि पहाड केटा माथि गाडी कुदिरहेको छ भन्दै थियो यसले कुहिरिनीले
So we're a cavern system, not a cave system. Caves have natural openings for bugs and animals to get into, and it also lets light as well into. However, caverns have to be found or discovered, therefore there's never anything that ever lived down here. Yeah, great question. But there's a few names right up here. They were pretty smart. They wrote their names as big as they could. That way 100 years from then, they were still legible and you could still read them. However, we have one of our favorite red signatures up here. It's a family name that says Lutz, L-U-T-Z. We love it. And as we go here in this room, something has changed. Does anybody want to guess what's changed as we walked in this room?
Yeah.
What?
The lighting system
The lighting system, yes. So we're no longer being blinded. We're no longer seeing purple and green dots wherever we look. We do have these wonderful spotlights here. Now they were put in back in 1980. It took about 2.5 years, and they put about 399 different spotlights down at that time. The number 399 kind of does bug you. We had a guy come back down and put another light bulb in. So there's a solid 400 spotlights down now. Now, at this point, this was the very end for those early tourists back in the day. Right where I'm standing, there was a big old tall wall of mud. It blocked them from going any further back behind me here. However, we did not just discover two other sections to our cavern here.
यो
One goes to the left, one
कोइला
goes to the
खानीमा
right.
40 रुपियाँ तिरेर पस्नु पर्दो रहेछ
Now, we are not taking this
Saturday,
pathway here off
3
to your
miles
right.
रहेछ
The reason why is because of the nectar path. It's going to lead you all the way to your natural wonder tour you're taking right after this one. However, we're going to go up this ramp here. We will wind up seeing the largest stalagmite in the state of Ohio. Her name is Big Bertha. She weighs over 800 pounds. Now, there are tons and tons of crystals to see up here. Frankly, because they couldn't get past and destroy and take them.
हिँड्ने हिँड्ने भान्जो हिँड्यो हिँड्यो
See a lot more minerals like this right here. That is not mud. Any of this stuff is mud, but on the walls that is not mud.
What is that thing? What is that?
It's a crystal.
What are all?
I've been told it kind of looks like snot, or it kind of looks like
It looks like raining form.
yeah.
Wait, look.
I started to see a ton more of these crystals here. Right in front of you, this is Big Bertha.
Something crystal to look at.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
वाउ
We've been told that she looks like a dragon's tooth or an iceberg. Whatever you guys see, that's what he is. This right here, it's just a crystal.
biggest crystal in Ohio
Thank you. But if you guys, a little fun fact about Big Bertha, if you guys notice at the very tippy top of her, she's got that big old chunk of limestone there. This does indicate that at one point she was hanging from the ceiling as a stalactite. Now, we do think that she was also hanging off of this rock right behind her. And then when the glaciers came through, the glacial level temperature dropped. That was really bad. And the vibrations from it rolling through kind of knocked them both down to the ground. And now they're stalagmites. Nobody ever lived down here. Nope. You could live down here though. There's no bugs. It's 54. There's always flowers down here.
Whoa.
So, anybody here afraid of heights before we continue on here?
Yeah.
You are? I'm so sorry.
I don't see height.
You guys are scared of heights behind me. There's an iron gate and it guards off a 30-foot drop straight to the second floor. If you are scared of heights, just look right across from it. Don't look down. You will see a nice little stalactite hanging from the ceiling back there. Here's that 30-foot drop. And you might see some coins down there. We love to call it the wishing well, just based off the fact that if you do drop something down there, you will immediately wish you had it back. So don't drop anything. We only go down this hole once every 4 years to change a light bulb. That's about it.
चारवटा छ भने हालिदिइहाले यहाँ उइस गर्ने उहाँ त्यो टिस्टामा फ्याँक्थ्यो नि माई खोलामा फ्याँक्ने त्यस्तै रहेछ यहाँ फेरि
This hole is completely natural down to the second, or it's not natural whatsoever, that's what I meant to say. It is completely man-made. When they were digging up the mud, they knew that caves and caverns most likely have 2 layers to them. So they wanted to figure out where that was. They decided to dig straight down, and that's what they found.
क्रिस्टल चाहिँ पुरा हेभी रहेछ यो 200 years old crystal. It's cool, right?
Yes.
Oh my god, this one is awesome, this crystal.
It's actually the average temperature of West Liberty that's down here. It's about 54 degrees all year round.
So on snow time it will be same temperature?
Yeah.
Oh.
It could be about negative 50 degrees upstairs, by golly. It's still 54 degrees down here.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Huh? नि हो ओडारो
Accidents, some people spill like pop down here. We use the bucket full of sand to soak up the pop and then we kind of brush it off the side. This crack in the ceiling is very beautiful here. That's crystal. Now this is called the preview room. It shows everything you're going to wind up seeing on your next natural wonder tour.
Oh my god.
I want to give you a few hinters, however. Our crystals get specific names depending on where they grow, whether that be from the ceiling down or the ground up. Crystals like this little booger here in the middle, he grows from the ground up. Those are called stalagmites. They got a G in there for ground. They might reach the ceiling one day, or might hurt if you sit on it. Crystals from the ceiling down, just like these ones over here, these are called stalactites. They have a C in there for ceiling. They hang tight to the ceiling. And we have crystals over there that touch from the ceiling all the way down to the ground. Those are then called crystal columns, pillars, or marriages, whatever you want to call it. But we are seeing a few pretty colors in this room, especially up there in the crack. You'll notice that there's a lot of that green. It's really fluffy. It is this stuff right up in here, firelights. Now that is all moss or algae. It is not natural down here whatsoever.
Wow.
We actually bring it in as spores on our clothing. Now the light attracts it. The light gives off just the right amount of heat for it to grow down here. That way we don't need any sun. What is really interesting about all of this moss is that we have people who come over here all across the country, all across the world. We have 25 species of moss down here in our cavern system. They are alive and they're still growing. But it's cool that you can sometimes tell the difference between each species of moss down here.
How much we cover? We cover half, or is more than half?
Mileage-wise,
Yeah.
so we did cover a little bit over a half. So we're almost at the end of our tour, which is about 3/4 of a mile in length together.
Oh.
Let's have it over half. A beautiful photo if you're looking for it. It's this crack in the ceiling. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're almost done, I promise.